Hey, hello everybody. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good day. Good Wednesday. Today we're gonna finish our discussion on present perfect. Present perfect simple. Hi everybody. There you are. Hello everybody. Good afternoon. Good morning. Kayo, Rosa, Naladri, Swati. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? You doing okay? Everybody okay? I know. I saw what you guys were chatting. I was spying on the chat room there. To be honest with you. So it's a new day. It's a different day. It's the day after, if I can say that. A very surprising result yesterday. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I couldn't sleep last night because of it. But I hope everything's going good where you are. I'm sure it's going okay where you are. Yeah, I saw some of you say you didn't even want to. Oh yeah, Diari, you felt my eyes on the chat room. Some of you say you don't even want to talk about it. Am I happy today? So okay, here we go. Let me try this. So 8 years ago, American voters made history by voting in the first African American president. Yesterday, American voters made history again by voting in the first orange president. How about that? Aren't you glad you voted, America? Knock knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange president. So there, that's how I feel. I feel orange this morning. I feel very, very orange. Oh, I look different? Yeah, it might be I'm growing in some facial hair. I'm growing in some facial hair. I might not shave for the next 4 years. This might get very long. You like that? Oh, yeah, knock-knock jokes are very strange jokes. We have these things called knock-knock jokes, and you've probably heard them before, but you just go knock-knock, like somebody's at the door. So one person, the person who starts the joke, says knock-knock, and the other person always asks, who's there? And then you come up with some word or name, let's see, let me think of one. Let's see, a name I can make fun of. Oh boy, and I can't. Well, here's one I know. This is a bad one. This is a terrible one. Knock knock, and the other person said, "Who's there?" Dwayne, which is a man's name, in English. Dwayne. Dwayne who? Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning. So instead of drain the bathtub, I'm drowning. I'm going to use that name. So at the end, when you get to the end of your knock-knock joke, it's supposed to be some kind of joke. And it's usually a terrible joke based on a name. Knock-knock jokes are kind of silly, popular among children. So, oh, good, Steve. Thank you for the knock-knock joke, Steve. Steve wrote the knock-knock joke. If you haven't seen it yet, knock knock, who's there? Ice cream. Ice cream who? If you don't open the door, I scream. Get it? Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Okay. So I think we just. Oh, maybe it's the hair. Yeah, maybe a little more grease in my hair this morning. I shouldn't dip it down. You'll see how thin my hair is getting. Maybe if we all keep a good sense of humor, everything's going to be okay. I find a sense of humor gets anybody through a hard time, gets anybody through difficult times. So don't lose your sense of humor, and don't worry too much about the aftermath, what happens after this election. Okay, thank you, Kaio. Thank you for that. Now I feel better. With his, I'll read it out loud. I know people might watch this video later and can't see Kaio's knock knock joke. Knock knock, who's there? Neal. Neal who? Shaquille's brother. Yes, Shaquille O'Neal is my brother from another mother. I wish he was my brother. I could borrow some money from him. Yeah. So these are all good. These are all good questions. I think good comments. I am. Okay. Yeah, these are good. Good knock knock jokes. I am. I am surprised. I'm surprised at the results yesterday. Very surprised and shocked. And I have no explanation. I can't explain it to you because I have none myself. I know as a teacher I should be able to explain things, but this one I cannot explain. This one I just cannot explain. So let's do more knock knock jokes. Karen, knock knock, who's there? Mary. Mary who? Merry Christmas. That's a good one. Okay. All right, everybody, let's start the lesson. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. Good morning, Joy. Thanks for joining. Karen. Insaf. I'm probably not saying that one right. Asa. Good morning. I'm probably not saying that right as usual. Okay, let's get to the start. Oh, look at that. Of course. The first thing is the links. Always, right? I know a lot of you are probably tired of these links. I'll share the class note links with you in the chat room as usual. Boom, there it is. All right, I'll go through the links fast. If you have any questions about these live classes, you can always email Zach. You can always email Zach. There is two links. There are two links, right? Plural. There are two links. There are two links to our Smrt live classes. If you're a subscribing student, of course you get homework, you get quizzes. My students will get a quiz this week. You're welcome. It's okay. I know some of the students get a little behind on homework. That's okay. A certification, let me say that word correctly, a certification at the end. You also get access to the Smrt curriculum, which I think is the best thing. Smrt curriculum is vast. It's large. It's monumental. It is voluminous. I'm trying to say there's a lot of lessons and exercises for you to do on the Smrt curriculum. That's probably, I think, the best part, my opinion. You can sign up pre-intermediate English with Nicole, intermediate English with Mark, upper intermediate English with yours truly, or English for academic purposes with Josh. So we have 4 live classes. You can always use these links I share with you to look more into it. I also always share the SCEL, that's my school, link. You can learn more about our school there and our pathway partners, our university and college pathway partners. If you haven't yet, you can join on Facebook. Oh, did I skip the Facebook one? It looks like it. So let me start here instead. You know where these are at. You know where our channel's at. That's how you join. If you ever want to see an older video, you can always go to our channel on YouTube. And then see, there's all the old ones I did. We're on lesson 21. Can you believe it already? That time went so fast. 21st lesson. What? Here's the 20th, here's the 19th, here's the 18th, so on and so forth. You can watch Nicole, you can watch Josh, you can watch Sean, you can watch Mark. So many videos, so many videos. Tons and tons of videos. Also, a voluminous archive for you to look through. Oh, here's our Facebook group. If you haven't already, I know a lot of you have, but if you haven't already, you can join the Facebook group, Learn English on Facebook, where there is a lot of discussion and a lot of posts about the subject of English, of course, the subject of English. Okay, those are all the links. Oh my goodness, Rosa, are you serious? You watched all the videos? That is impressive. If that is true, and I'm having a little doubt, but if that is true, that is amazing. That's a lot of videos to go through. You must know a lot of English at this point if you watched all those videos. Holy cow, holy cow. All right, my name's Neal Hallgarth. I know that's kind of hard to say. That's a lot of L's. And then you got to switch from the L to the G there. It's a little hard to pronounce. You can just call me Neal. And then we're going to study the indefinite past. We're going to end our discussion. We've been talking about past perfect simple and past perfect continuous. And we're going to end our discussion on this grammar today. Mr. Singh, welcome. Because of the change time, it's difficult for you. Even though I gained an hour here, I'm still adjusting. I do not like daylight savings time. I do not like daylight savings time. All right. Are you ready? Everybody ready? I've shared the link. How about I share that link with you one more time to the class notes? You can follow along with the class notes. I'm going to use the presentation. I use the material off the Smrt curriculum. If you have access to the Smrt curriculum, you can use it as well, such as these presentations. Okay. Indefinite past. Here we go. In the usage of the present perfect, and remember we always use the auxiliary have for the present perfect, the verb action happened at an unspecified time in the past. The time of the event isn't important. The focus of this meaning is the experience at some time in one's life, in someone's life. So we're talking about a past experience that you had or that someone else had. Let's look at some examples. For example, she has never been to Egypt. She has been married 4 times. Good for her. I have never got a ticket from the police for speeding. So we have this has, and notice for experience a lot of time we use verb 3 for what would it be? For be, we use past participle for be. Be was been. For when we talk about past experience, here we can just use got a ticket, right? We would not be a ticket. So here we use got a ticket. But when we talk about our past experiences, we use that word been a lot. She has never been to Egypt, means she never went there, right? Go, went, and instead of gone, we're going to use this been or been. I don't know how you would say it. I would say she has never been. I say it like B-I-N. She has never been to Egypt. He has been married 4 times. Oh, I think I said she the first time I read that. He has been married 4 times. Good for him. Good for him. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Why isn't it gotten? Okay, so another difference between English and British English, or English, I said English, American and British English. One of the differences between American and British English is this verb 3, the past participle of get. Some people use got, some people use gotten. I can't remember which one's British and which one's American, because in America I've noticed some people use got and some people use gotten. It changes per person. I use gotten. I follow the pattern of a lot of verbs and I use gotten. It is okay just to use got for verb 3 though. All right. Let's go to I'm going to jump to the class notes because I said a pretty big word. It was a pretty big word. Unspecified. So when we talk about something in the past being unspecified, it just means not specific. Unspecified means not specific. Oh, thank you. So you guys know a lot. Gotten is American. Good, thank you. And got is British then. So I use gotten. I'm American, but I notice some Americans also use got. It's not that unusual. So pick one. Which one do you want to use? I would say when you decide, are you going to use gotten or are you going to use got in your own speech and writing? Choose one and stick to it. Don't go back and forth. Don't waffle. Waffle means change your mind a lot. Yeah, not specified, not specific. We use waffle when we describe politicians. Funny enough, we use that word all the time. Some politicians tend to waffle. They tend to change their mind a lot. I'm not sure where that slang comes from. But no, Santhos, I don't use ain't and gotta. Never, even though I'm American. I used to use ain't all the time when I was younger, and I have diminished my use of ain't. And gotta, sometimes in speech, sometimes I use elision in my speech. And when I say got to, I sometimes accidentally say gotta, comes out gotta, but I try to avoid those. Hello, Abdullah. Today we're talking about indefinite past. Yeah, waffle is like a biscuit cone. Like you can have a waffle cone for your ice cream, and it's where you press it with a grill. And it's also like a breakfast food. And when you pour syrup in it, the syrup goes in the little square cells all over the waffle. We also use it as a verb. It's slang. We also use it as a verb meaning change your mind a lot. I'm not sure why we use a delicious biscuit cone or a delicious biscuit food to describe changing your mind a lot. Okay, let's get back to the lesson real quick. That was a bit of a digression. Let's get back. Okay, more examples. We're going to learn by examples. The best way to learn, right? By looking at examples. She has never been driving a car when it's crashed. She has never been driving a car when it's crashed. I think that's clear. If you want to say it in the negative, you can use the word never. And here we have this been again. She has never been driving, and we're using the continuous there, a car when it's crashed. He has been walking on the street and seen a fight. He has been walking on the street and seen a fight. So here we have present perfect continuous But then when we want to talk about something that happened in that moment, we go back, we talk about experience, an experience someone had, and then we want to say what happened during that experience. We want to put another verb in there. It's just going to be, let's see, seen a fight, see, saw, seen. Okay, verb 3. It has crashed. Looks like we're still using that perfect form. Has been walking, has seen. Has never been driving, it has crashed. We're not using the continuous, we're just using present perfect simple. Okay, so far so good. She has never driven a car when it's crashed. Okay, remember the difference between present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. And we talk about the duration of an action and then that action being complete. If I said she has never driven a car when it's crashed, it sounds like I'm talking about a completed action that has an effect right now. This one means she was while she has been driving, while, during her time behind the wheel driving a car. So that continuous always talks about the duration, like an action that has some kind of length, that has some kind of timeline. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for any questions. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, Kaio, as we talked earlier, got and gotten are the same when you use them in this. With past progressive, Vivek, you're asking with past progressive, we can't use simple past. With past progressive, simple past. Can you write me an example sentence of what you might be thinking there where we would use the simple past with the past progressive? If you could give me an example, maybe I could answer that. And then, okay, Silva, I like this question. Calling a teacher teacher. So in English, in America at least, we don't call teacher the word teacher. We don't say, teacher, I have a question. Hey, teacher. I noticed students in the classrooms do call their teacher, like that's their name, teacher. And I know it's a sign of respect in a lot of other countries. In America, and here I'm going to digress again, in America, we don't call our teacher teacher, we call them Mr. So I would be Mr. Hallgarth. So we call him Mr., Mrs. if it's a married woman, or Ms. if it's an unmarried woman. Usually this is what we call our teacher. We use the simple masculine or feminine title and then their last name. And that's considered normal and respectful, and it's usually what we call our teachers. So in America, to American students, I would be Mr. Hallgarth. I would probably tell my students, you can just call me Neal, but this is generally what students and teachers are comfortable with. Okay. All right, some of you are leaving. Bye, guys. Bye. Must be late. Must be late where you are. Where you are all at. Mr.? No, Mr. sounds weird. Mr. is for stranger. Mr. is for a stranger. Mr. or Mrs. Like if you didn't know somebody, you would probably chase them down the street. Hey, Mr. Hey, Miss. Like that. It's usually for strangers. So there's a lot of questions. When can we use past participle? Another question, a lot of questions this morning. Do we have class tomorrow? At this same time tomorrow will be Nicole's class. So you can always tune in for another teacher's class. Nicole has class at this time tomorrow if you would like to watch her class. Okay, let's look at these examples again. She has never been driving a car when it's crashed, when it has crashed. He has been walking on the street and seen a fight. Can we change, I think you're asking, can we change the second verb tense? He has been walking on the street and saw a fight? No. Informally in speech, maybe somebody might make a mistake and say that. Would we write it? No. Stick to perfect tense, please. Would we say she has never been driving a car when it was crashed? No. Don't change the tense. Let's keep it perfect. Let's keep it perfect. Perfect tense, please. Good, and we got examples coming in. Yes, he has been watching TV in the living room. Oh, can we use it without a helping verb? Like here, he has been walking on the street and seen a fight. It's still working with this word has. This auxiliary has is doing double duty. It's performing two duties. He has been walking and he has seen. He has seen. This conjunction and here is connecting the auxiliary to the verb seen. How do I know? How do I know this conjunction is joining the auxiliary and this verb 3? Because there's no subject here. There's no subject here. It goes straight to this verb. And a conjunction can do this. A conjunction can join auxiliaries with more than one verb. So has been walking and has seen, and they're joined with the word and. This conjunction is not joining two subjects and two verbs. It's merely joining two verbs in one sentence. This is still a simple sentence. It's not a compound sentence. It's not even close to a complex sentence. It is still a simple sentence. It's a simple sentence with one subject, he, and what we would call a compound verb, has been walking and has seen. Oh wow, lots of examples. Why don't I put some of these many examples? I'll just add them here. What else do we have? Okay, let's look at these examples. That's a good question, so let's look at these. Wow, you guys are back to the examples and questions, just like this is what I'm used to. This is the kind of classroom I'm used to. This is good. Okay, let's look at this. What is the difference between I have worked as an English teacher and I have been working as an English teacher? Can you see these two examples behind me? This is good. I have worked as an English teacher and I have been working as an English teacher. What is the difference? Maybe some of the students can tell me the difference as I add more examples. What do you think is the difference? Let's look at more examples. I'm going to leave these examples up there. In your second class, you don't have. Yes, that's right. If you have a compound verb, Leo, if you have a compound verb, you don't repeat the subject. You don't repeat the subject. You actually have that option. You can repeat the subject, but it's not really, if it's the same subject, often not necessary. So we're still asking questions about that sentence. Sorry, I've been so quiet as I add these here. I've just been reading all your comments. A lot of comments and questions this morning. I'm trying to get to all of them. I'm just gonna. Oh, it worked. Okay. You're still asking questions about that one sentence. Okay, so using this, we're talking about indefinite past. We're talking about experience. And we have this sentence. He had been walking, on the street. And, he has been walking on the street. I need to see that. He has been walking on the street and seen a fight. Now, with this indefinite past, with this experience, we're not sure when this happened. We're not sure when this happened. He only has this experience one time, and maybe it's his regular habit to be walking on the street. Maybe that's something he does at night. One of those times, he's had the experience of walking and seeing a fight at the same time. These two actions coincided in his experience, in his past experience. We're not sure when. Indefinite past, an unspecified time in the past. We're not sure when this happened, but during that action of his walking, he also saw a fight. And people are wondering, can we use past perfect? He had been walking on the street. He had been walking on the street and had seen a fight, and he had been walking on the street. I would write this sentence this way. He had been walking on the street when, and I'm going to repeat the subject, when he saw a fight. Okay, so when we use past perfect, and here I'm using past perfect continuous, or you might know it as past perfect progressive. When we use this indicates that this action started and continued before this action. Often we pair past perfect, either simple or continuous, with simple past to show that this action happened or started before this action. So it gives an order to actions in the past. I shouldn't say actions, to verbs. Gives an order to verbs in the past. The past perfect will happen before the past simple. Verb 1 happened before verb 2. It's a way to show time. It's a way to use verbs to show time. It's a little different than this one, which will be experience. And this one also talks about an experience that happened in this past, but when we use that past perfect, we're talking about one verb happening before another verb. It gives order to our verbs. Man, hopefully that answers your question. It is kind of a confusing sentence. Okay, Karen, you have an answer to the teacher questions. Let's go back to the teacher questions. I have worked as an English teacher. I have been working as an English teacher. Yes, this one, past experience. This one, it's still going, still working. Started in the past and continuing in the present. I have worked as an English teacher. Complete. The person has the experience. They have the memory. I have been working as an English teacher. They're still doing it. They started in the past and they're continuing to be a teacher. They're still a teacher to this day. Good, Karen. That's exactly right. And I see a lot of you guessed correctly. Good. Good guesses. Mohammed, good. Actually, you're doing well with writing these. Your examples are very, very good. So it looks like you guys can write these. Remember, we're always talking about experience. I have been working in hospital, and in American English, we always use articles. I'm going to use the article a. I have been working in a hospital and never seen, and I'm going to also use an article because accident is also countable. I have never seen an accident. Good. Yeah, just like that. Okay, this one. Let's look at this one. I'm going to change something in this next. Abdullah, I'm going to change something in your sentence here. He has been talking with his friend. This part is good. And watched TV. He has been talking with his friend and has watched TV. He has been talking with his friend and watched TV. I suppose by the examples above, we'd have to say this is correct. He has been talking with his friend and watched TV. I would say there needs to be a link between these two verbs, watched and been talking. I would say while he has been talking with his friend while he watched TV. While he has been watching TV. Maybe I have to keep it the same. Why? Why would I change this one? Why would I change this one? Why would I do while? Usually, my suggestion is to use while to repeat the subject and to repeat the has been. Why? Well, usually we don't associate these two actions together. They're not two actions that can happen at the same time comfortably, because both of them require our attention, require our ears. So it's hard to show. So when we talk about the man walking and he had seen a fight, or he has seen a fight while he was walking, you can walk and notice things with your eyes at the same time. This one, though, it's unusual because usually if you're talking with your friend, you're at least giving them your ear, or if they're the same room, your eyes. But if you're just on the phone, usually your ear. Since this is two actions that are unusual to be happening at the same time, it's unusual to use this grammar with it. I think we need to make it specific. We need to make it clear that these two actions are happening at the same time. So, yeah, this is good. We can use both continuous. Like I did here, he has been watching TV and eating French fries. So the continuous, I use the continuous here, watching TV, use the continuous here, eating French fries. Maybe because we're talking about experience, but maybe not usual experience, maybe not an unusual experience, maybe a common experience. He has been working and does that work? He's been working. Helped. He has been working and helped a student. Even that one's unusual. Boy, this grammar is difficult. Let's see. So this one works. I've been working in a hospital, never seen an accident. He has been working and helped a student. Maybe if we talk about commonplace occurrences, things we usually wouldn't remember, or things we wouldn't remember as experiences, special experience, this grammar sounds unusual when we do this. He has been working and never. How about that? Yeah. So I'm going to kind of use the one in the hospital. He has been working and never got in an accident. That's remarkable. That's unique. At any job, I think, making a mistake or not getting in an accident would be something remarkable, something unique, something special, something you would remember as memory. So let's think of this. Let's use this grammar for special occasions, special occurrences. Yeah, we haven't really talked about past perfect yet, Leo, but it shows that one verb happened in the past before we even use past simple. I had been dreaming when I woke up, meaning I was dreaming before I woke up. I had been dreaming when I woke up. Okay. A lot of good examples and sentences. I better get back to talking about. We aren't very far and we're running out of time. So, sorry, I include some of your examples. I can't include all of them. I need to continue. Okay, been versus gone. We saw this in some of the first examples. When we are using the present perfect to talk about indefinite past, the past participle of go is been. So we're not going to use gone, we're going to use been. However, when we are discussing present results with present perfect, the past participle of go is gone. Okay, this is indefinite past versus present results. Indefinite past, unspecified time in the past versus present results now. Let's look. I have never been to France. Experience, indefinite time in the past. He has been there many times. Experience, indefinite time in the past. Has she gone home? Now. Has she gone home now? Is she home now? Did she leave and go home now? Does it have a present result? Is she home now? Or has she left to go home? They have gone now. Now, they're not here. They're not here. They are gone right now. They have gone now. Not experience. Yes, the time has gone so fast. I know, so fast. I have never been to France either. I would like to go. I would love to go to France. Leo, please invite me to France. Okay, unfinished time periods. Unfinished time periods. It is also common to use the present perfect to discuss. Maybe I should get my head out of the way there. It is also common to use the present perfect to discuss actions that have happened in an unfinished time period. This is similar to the grammar above that we just looked at as the unfinished time period for experience. It's usually like something's life. Look at the following examples of unfinished time periods. Today, this morning, if it is still morning, and it's still morning for me, so we can say this morning. This week, this year, this month, this summer. If it is still summer, it's not. It's this fall. This class. Since my birthday. Since summer started. Since I came to school this morning. Okay, if we want to talk about experience in these unfinished time periods above, it is common to use present perfect. For example, I haven't taken a shower today. We have been studying a lot this morning. Yes, we have. She hasn't come to school this week. I haven't traveled anywhere this year. So notice those times that we have included with our discussion. And so we're talking about, now we're getting a little more specific about our experience. We're getting a little more experience. Vivek, can you repeat your question? It looks like you're trying to ask a question. Can you repeat your question? And I'm sorry if I don't get to all your questions. Just the chat room got so full. The chat room got so full, I couldn't quite possibly get to it all. So if you have a question and I don't quite get to it, go ahead and try to ask it again. He has gone home. Oh, a question. Okay, what would we write? What would we write? He has been home or he has gone home? Probably he has gone home. Now, if we say he has been home, he has the experience of been home, we wouldn't need to say that. Everybody has the experience of being home. It's a weird sentence to say he has been home. Let's say he has gone home right now. Hi, Alejandro. Welcome. I know you're joining a little late. We have about 15 minutes to go. Okay, dairy. I have been to the shops and bought milk. Good. Yes, I have been to the shops and bought milk. Yes, meaning I have come back from shop. He has gone to shop to buy milk. He is out now. Yes, he is out. He is on his way to the shop. Good. Good illustration of the difference between been and gone. He has been walking on the street and seen a and he has seen, yes, okay, Vivek, your question, again, we're getting back to the street and the fight. It's a very famous sentence this morning. It's become a very, very famous sentence. I think one part is because it's confusing. Another part, it's such an unusual sentence. So let's look at this. Okay. He has been walking on the street and he has seen a fight. Is it correct? It is. I'm going to put a comma there before the conjunction because this is a compound sentence. Two subjects, even if it's the same person, it still counts as two subjects. And then we're going to get to the next one. He has been walking on the street and seen a fight. Both of these are correct and they have the same meaning. Whew. Okay, let's finish this lesson. Oh my goodness. Let's try to finish this. We're almost there. The weather has been terrible this month. I haven't seen you since my birthday. We have been working out a lot since summer started. Good for you. Last thing, if a time period is finished, we must use the past tense. I didn't take a shower yesterday. We studied hard yesterday morning. She didn't come to school last week. I traveled a lot last year. Use past simple, past tense, if it is finished, if the time period is finished yesterday. You cannot use this with perfect. You wouldn't say, I haven't taken a shower yesterday. Obviously, you wouldn't say that. So if the time period shows, like yesterday or last week or last year, that it's finished, you can only use past tense. You can't use perfect tense. Whew. Okay. I went through that fast. I got through the end fast because I want to try some exercises. Let's go down. I'm scrolling down. I'm still scrolling down. Okay. Let's look at this. I'll put it up here like this. Correct. If it's not correct, if there's a mistake, please correct it. Have you ever gone to Thailand? No, we wouldn't say that. We would use the experience. Have you ever been to Thailand? We would use the experience of the indefinite past. So look at these sentences, find the mistake, please correct the mistake. I will be right back while you are working on B, C, D, and E. Okay, sorry to stop the awesome music. I know some of you were digging that, as was I. Awesome music, amazing music. I love the exercise music. Okay, here we go. I see a lot of great answers. Here. I might make a few changes to your answers, so pay attention to these answers. I saw a first-time commenter as well. You know, even if I don't get to all of your examples and your questions, the other students, the other friends in the chat room are amazing at helping everybody else. You do a good job of answering each other's questions. You do a good job of commenting back and forth to each other. That's excellent. You can always use other people as a resource, other English students, other people learning English as a resource. And the people in our chat room are super friendly and a super good resource. So always feel free to chat. Okay, let's get to some answers. The man's family haven't denounced his actions last night. No, it was last night. It's a finished last night. That means it's done. It's finished. So let's say the man's family didn't. Okay, if I use didn't, if my auxiliary verb shows the past, did, past of do, then I'm just going to use denounce. The man's family didn't denounce his actions last night. And I know to use past, just the past tense, because of this, last night. This time shows that it is complete. I saw a lot of you got that right. Good job. He is not here now. He's been to the rally. He is not here now. And that gives me all the information I need to know. He's gone to the rally. If he's not here and he hasn't come back yet, not been, he's gone to the rally. And I see a lot of you got that. Karen, that's a good question. What does denounce mean? Denounce means like a spoken rejection. Let's put that in the vocabulary. I know the word denounce. Denounce, verb, as a spoken rejection of, a formal rejection of. If you want to distance yourself from somebody, if you want to say, please do not associate me with this person, you can denounce them. I reject them. I am not with them. So if, for example, you have an elected official and you don't want to be associated with that elected official, you can denounce him. Simply denounce him. Say it. Say it in words. Make sure people understand you are not associated. You are not together with this person. The man's family didn't denounce his actions last night. His family is going to be on his side. At least last night they were on his side. Usually families don't denounce. You have to do something very, very bad for your family to denounce you. And if your family denounces you, maybe that's not a very good family. Okay, that's just commentary there. Okay, let's go. Let's see, what else? He's withdrawn from the competition yesterday. Okay, yesterday, a finished time. So let's say he withdrew. There's the past tense. Withdrawn, past tense, past form, withdrew. He withdrew from the competition yesterday. Good, condemn, yeah, Leo. Condemn is a good synonym for denounce. I didn't write in my diary yet today. Okay, not yet today. I haven't written in my diary yet today. Because it's still today. We're still in this time period. I have not written in my diary yet today. I'm not in the past time, I'm in the current time. I saw a sentence and I copied it. Let's see if I can still paste it. Let's see if I still have that sentence and where to put it. Oh, let's just let's put it up here. Let's look. Can't remember what form. Oh, okay. Santhos, was this your sentence? My nose is not straight anymore. Someone has broken it in a fight when I was young. Actually, I'll put it up a little higher. How about here? Maybe not. Here. Well, let's put it here. I found a spot for it. My nose is not straight anymore. Someone has broken it in a fight when I was young. Okay, we're going to use past perfect here. Someone had broken it in a fight when I was young. Why? Why past perfect and not... It should be experience, right? It should be experience. However, this shows that, okay, your nose is not straight. I need the past perfect to clearly show that it happened in a past time. Remember, order of verbs. This happened far in the past. This happened when you were young. If I use has broken it, it means remember when we use present perfect, simple or continuous, it means it still has an effect on the present. Has broken means your nose is still broken. You haven't been to the hospital yet. It hurts, it's bleeding, it's swollen, it's bruised. Had broken, it's better now. Maybe there's still a scar, or maybe it's to the side. We can see the effect of it, but that action of the nose breaking is done. Whether your nose healed perfectly or imperfectly, it's now in the past. So we use past perfect to clearly place a verb in the past, and this is clearly in the past. We would only use past perfect simple, or we would only use present perfect simple if you were still feeling the effects of a broken nose. Bruise, swelling, blood. Hopefully that makes it clear. All right, how much time do we have left? Oh, no, we're out of time. We kind of got to the end. You can do the rest of this exercise. Homework. Of course, I will always share the homework with my students in an email. It's going to be a reading. It's reading 5.1 in the news, internet addiction, which many, many people have an internet addiction. I'll share the class notes one more time. Feel free to finish the exercises by yourself. Thank you for being excellent students this morning, asking so many questions, giving so many examples. It made time fly. Time went by very, very, very fast. I haven't even had a coffee yet. Everything was a blur. And I want to thank you so, so, so much. And especially I want to thank you this morning for being so friendly to each other in the chat room. You guys are excellent at continuing a dialogue in English, and you're helping each other when you do that. And I'm very, very, very pleased to see that. If you watch these videos afterwards, after the lesson is done, please find time to join one of these videos in a live time if you can. You'll notice that the chat adds a lot to the experience. Thank you all. Thank you all for having patience with grammar. Next week, I want to get back to writing, which I think is my strength. So I would like to get back to writing, and I think I will next week. So we'll do writing next week. Have a great weekend. I will prepare some knock-knock jokes, some more knock-knock jokes. Have a fantastic time. I will talk to you soon. I look forward to talking to you soon. And the pleasure is all mine. I enjoy this very, 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 very much. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You guys are awesome. You are awesome. You are awesome. I got to go now. Bye-bye, everybody.